Subscribe to Audio Novels for more content and click on the bell icon. We hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.
The next day. Zhizhi woke up and went downstairs after changing into a clean dress and putting on some light makeup. Ni Xiaofei and Ni Wenji were in the living room discussing Ni Xiaofei's birthday party today. When they saw Zhizhi, Ni Xiaofei said enthusiastically, "Sis, come join us. We're discussing the birthday party this afternoon." In the past, Zhizhi would not have refused. She would even try her very best to help make Ni Xiaofei's party perfect. But she was not so kind now. Not getting a response from Zhizhi, Ni Xiaofei spoke again. "Oh, that's right, I invited Yi Wenhan too. It took a lot of effort to persuade him to come. You must be really happy to hear that, right, sis?" "Yeah," Zhizhi agreed with a smile. She was indeed happy because she might be able to see a big joke happen later. Zhizhi said, "There's something I need to take care of, so I have to go out for a while. I can't help you prepare for the party, but I'll definitely be back in time." "That's okay. You go do what you need to do." Ni Xiaofei had always behaved like a sweetheart. Zhizhi turned around and left. Right now, she did not want to waste any more time entertaining the Ni family members than was strictly necessary. While looking at Zhizhi's departing back, Ni Xiaofei remarked thoughtfully, "Mom, don't you think Zhizhi seems different somehow?" "Different?" Ni Wenji looked in Zhizhi's direction, not thinking much of it. "I watched her grow up and have my fingers wrapped tightly around her. She so much as raise an eyebrow, and I'll know what she's thinking right away. It doesn't matter how different she becomes, she'll still be dancing on the palm of my hand." Upon hearing her mother's reassuring words, Ni Xiaofei felt that she might indeed be overthinking. Her mother was an exceptional person. A mere Zhizhi was no match for them. Zhizhi, who was currently sitting in Uncle Zhang's car, had no idea what the venomous mother-daughter pair were discussing. Fortunately, she knew their true colors now. She picked up the phone and dialed a number. It was quickly answered. "Dad." "Oh, Zhizhi. What's the matter?" "Dad, are you busy with work today?" "What's wrong, honey?" "I'm planning to visit the Ji family right now, and I'd like you to come with me." "Again? So suddenly?" Songshan frowned and contemplated for a moment. "Wait for me for a minute. I'll come over after making some work arrangement. Then I'll go to the Ji household first and wait for you there." "Be careful what you say, all right?" Songshan warned. "I know." Zhizhi hung up the phone and looked out of the window in deep thought. To her, calling off the engagement was an ancient matter that felt like it happened hundreds of years ago. She had almost completely forgotten what the scene looked like. She only recalled that she was really emotional and really determined, so much so that she did not give the other, well, now, she could do naught but calmly welcome the imminent calamity. The car pulled up at the gate of the Ji family. The Ji family was a large family in Jin City, so their villa was naturally majestic, unlike the Song family's home. The Song family was engaged in the governing side of the economy, so their house was much more low profile. It was just a courtyard house one, but of course it was not shabby. She got out of the car, took a deep breath, and pressed the doorbell. The door opened and Zhizhi was welcomed in. A servant greeted her. "Good day, Miss Song." "I'm looking for the eldest young master." "The eldest young master is in the living room," the servant quickly replied. Ji Baijian had just returned to the country, so he had not started work at the Ji Hong group yet. In other words, he was currently unemployed. Zhizhi walked over to Ji Baijian, who was sitting on the sofa. Ji Baijian, 24 years old, recently returned from overseas with a double degree from a prestigious foreign university. Being the nominal heir of Ji Hong group, he was extremely wealthy and possessed a bright future. As for his looks, Zhizhi seriously suspected that she must have had a few screws loose in her head in her previous life. Why would she cast off a shockingly handsome guy like this for a scum like Yi Wenhan? Just look at Ji Baijian's facial features. Sword-shaped eyebrows that were thick and well-formed, long narrow eyelines, long eyelashes, starry eyes, a high nose, and the perfect lips that were a little faint in color but mysteriously sexy, especially when they were slightly curled up like they were at the moment. They stirred an inexplicable desire in Zhizhi. Zhizhi lightly pursed her lips. She had never tried to observe Ji Baijian so carefully before. She only remembered that he looked good, but she did not remember him looking this good. "What brings you here again today, Miss Song?" Ji Baijian asked indifferently in a rich baritone. Song Zhizhi returned to her senses. She collected herself and said, "I'd like to talk about the matter of me calling off our engagement yesterday." "You've made your intention very clear, Miss Song. Since you've already found the love of your life, of course I won't stand in your way. None of us will find happiness if we force ourselves. Besides, I have the looks but not the goods, so I can't ruin your happiness for the rest of your life. I remember all these very clearly, Miss Song. There's no need for you to repeat them again," said Ji Baijian. His tone and attitude appeared friendly, but it felt aloof. Song Zhizhi silently gritted her teeth. The man could hold a grudge. She forced a smile. "No, I was being too rash yesterday." Ji Baijian raised his eyebrows. "I haven't found such a thing as the love of my life. The closest thing I have to that is you, who I am engaged to ever since I was little. As for the matter of your impotence, that's just a baseless rumor. It shouldn't be taken seriously." She stressed the last part in particular and showed him a sweet smile after she finished. Ji Baijian frowned slightly, obviously a little annoyed still. With a mocking tone, he asked, "Is our dear Miss Song feeling unwell? It was only yesterday that you called off the engagement in front of everyone, yet today you're back to confess your love? Did your head get caught in the door?" "That's right," Song Zhizhi admitted stiffly. "I just had a brain surgery yesterday, but my brain is back to functioning properly now." "Didn't take you for the funny sort?" Ji Baijian said coldly. "Unfortunately, I don't have time to play games with you." He got up and left. Song Zhizhi stared at Ji Baijian's back. She understood that anyone would think she was crazy. "Ji Baijian," Song Zhizhi's voice rose, "you're just going to throw me away after you've had your way with me?" Her voice was so loud that it echoed in the villa. Ji Baijian's body stiffened. His mouth twitched, and he said slowly, "I never even touched a strand of your hair. Doesn't matter. I touched you. Therefore, I'll take responsibility." Ji Baijian's face darkened. He probably thought she was a complete psychopath by now. "What the hell's going on?" A stern voice suddenly resounded in the hall, cutting through the air that had somewhat stagnated. Read latest chapters at wuxiaworld.site only song. Zhizhi looked up to see Ji Baijian's father, Ji Yunlei, coming down the stairs accompanied by his partner, Zhang Qingmei. He was obviously none too pleased to see Song Zhizhi. Indeed, annulling a pledge of marriage was a humiliating matter in high society for the receiving side. "Why are you here again?" Ji Yunlei asked. "Uncle Ji, I'm here to apologize. I was too rash yesterday. I never intended to call off the engagement," explained Song Zhizhi. "Do you think the Ji family is a place where you can just do whatever you want?" blasted Ji Yunlei. "How did the Song family bring up a girl that has no manners like you?